A year later, some local families are feeling the effects of Hurricane Irene.
One family in Newport News carries the pain of losing an 11-year-old boy. A tree fell onto their apartment complex off Fairfax Avenue last August, killing Zaire Robinson. And today, the officers who were there that day were honored in a special ceremony. 10 on your side's Jason Marks talked to them tonight. Jason?
Tom, the officers say when they got on the scene, they could remember seeing the tree lying on the apartment. What they did next was an important part of the rescue process. They would comfort a grieving mother.
During the career of a police officer, a countless number of calls are responded to.
Worst call I've ever had.
But for 3 Newport News officers and 1 aide, there is one call they can't forget.
I've had a lot of bad calls, but when it's a child, it always affects you differently.
As Hurricane Irene made its way into Hampton Roads, 11-year-old Zaire Robinson was lying in bed next to his mother, Angel Anthony. As the winds picked up, tragedy wasn't far behind.
We saw the tree going through the whole entire side of the home.
When the dispatch came over, it was that someone was trapped inside.
The police officers were met outside by a frantic mother. She couldn't find her 11-year-old son.
She's running around and begging us, please help me find my son, please help me find my son.
The officers, along with the aide, comforted the little boy's mother in the face of a nightmare. Zaire was killed by the falling tree.
This is the toughest event call that I've ever had to do since I've been employed.
To hear a mother scream to know that their child has passed, I can still hear her voice.
Every time I think about that day, I get a little emotional.
Police arrived and secured the scene until the fire department took command.
Almost 9 months later, the emotion is still there. Tonight, the officers, along with the aide, were recognized by their peers, along with Angel Anthony, for helping her in her time of need. It provided another unforgettable moment.
I always tell Officer Walker, we responded and we were put on that traumatic event for a reason.
Yeah, the officers say they just bonded with Angel Anthony that night, that tragic night. Anthony made sure the officers were at Zaire's funeral. As you saw, she was on stage tonight for the officers. She was so emotional that she said she just couldn't talk to us on camera. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.